Dr. Seuss said, "The more you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go." So in order to write, you must first learn how, and what better way to learn than by observing those who have done it before? Reading is as important to writing as listening is to composing music. By studying the work of great writers, you will be able to improve your own writing as well. Writing is one of the most important skills to further your knowledge and understanding. When you write well, you show the readers that you truly understand what you are sharing. Writing is a talent that is created through practice, and reading is the practice for writing. When you are exposed to reading, you are inherently teaching yourself how to write. In order to develop a new skill, there must be a starting point. From the time we are children, we train ourselves into learning words and making sense of the information that we are naturally collecting. Our eyes and ears receive and process millions of bits of information every day, from the color of someone's shirt to the sound of our alarm clocks in the morning. The information we see and hear gets processed and, if we think it's useful, stored in our memories. When we read, our brains notice more than just the meaning of the words. They also recognize sentence structure, patterns of words, rhythms of speech, and punctuation. The more we read, the more our brains are able to recognize good patterns, and the more likely we will be able to follow these good patterns in our own writing. Reading often will help you become more familiar with language. Besides recognizing word patterns, you will also come into contact with new words and phrases. This will expand your vocabulary and help you communicate more effectively. The more you read, the more your brain will encounter these patterns and words, and the faster you will be able to learn and apply them to your own writing. Eventually, it will become a well-invested habit that will benefit your writing career. Some musicians are able to play by ear. This means that when they hear a tune, they can accurately reproduce it on their own without having to look at the music. Reading and writing are the same way. Our ears can hear when a sentence sounds wrong, even if we don't understand the grammatical rule behind the error. Similarly, we can write beautiful sentences without understanding the grammatical principles that make the sentence beautiful. When reading your work out loud, you will be able to hear any mistakes you may have made, so long as your ears and mind are well trained through reading. The more you read, the more your ears will be able to detect any mistakes or recognize well-written sentences that just sound right. If you want to get better at playing basketball, for example, do you buy a textbook on how to play? Well, this might help a little, but most of your learning will come from observing good basketball players and then trying to model the techniques and moves that you observe. Writing is the same way. You should train yourself to read like a writer by observing the form and presentation of your reading. In other words, do not just ask what the reading means. Notice the technique and methods of presentation. Ask yourself, what is this writer's style and tone? Why does the writer present information in this order? What is the effective thing about this piece of writing? And can I incorporate similar things in my own writing? As you learn to read like a writer, observing and modeling techniques and styles, everything you read will become a lesson on how to write more effectively.